actually getting ready to leave. Joe and I need to go get some more paint for a couple of things.
Welcome to part 2 of my summer porch makeover. Lots of work went into this, lots of time, and we had to deal with a lot of rain, but it's done. So just sit back and enjoy.
All right, new day. Last sunny day of the week, actually. Let me just show you where I am. Okay, so I have the border done on all sides, all the way around me. I'm doing squares. I'm using this square because this is a perfect little square. I'm using that to put on here so that I can have the squares on each side. I'm going 3 squares across. So these lines are going to be my guide, and I'm going to pinpoint it right on all the way. And then just trace the square. I feel like maybe I shouldn't trace this entire square. I should just do the corners and then just check it, but hopefully my math is right and I can do this and get it full on correct. With all the work I did ahead, I'm hoping that this makes a difference. Perfection! I'm not shooting for perfection. That line going across there marks where the border is, and look, that landed perfectly. Right? I mean, look at the points. The points are all perfect. So I'm really excited. So now I'm going to paint.
You'll notice that I'm not taping this off, but I've never been one to use tape anytime I'm painting. I feel like it always runs through, and I've never really found a tape that actually doesn't run somewhat. So I just choose not to use it, and everything seems to work out fine.
I just want to share my success with you. Okay, I have the first 3 squares, diamonds done. You can see where it ends there like that. It does that on both sides because that's where the border's going to go. And it'll make more sense and it'll look better once the border goes on there, and then that won't be as noticeable. But look how good that looks. I mean, it's centered to that door. It looks so good. Now I have to do all the rest all the way over to the door. It's a long ways yet, but it's okay. I'm up for the challenge. And those 3, they're inspiration and encouragement.
This is the paint that I'm using for the floor. I know it's not floor paint, but it is paint that I do have on hand left over from where I painted the front door.
Oh my gosh. Can you guys see the wind? How bad it's blowing out here. Look at these trees. We have a good thunderstorm coming, and I've not done this floor. It's just been wild out here. While I may be almost done on the porch, there's still one part of the porch slash inside that I need to address. And while the runner is drying, I want to work on that. And that is the porch door. Can't tell if you can see the color of that or not, but at one time, it's kind of an ochre, but a little bit lighter. At one time, that was the color of our front door, so I just did both doors at the same time. For years, this one has stayed this way. So I really want to paint it black to match the front. I'm feeling like my own worst enemy right now. I keep saying how much, look at my hair. I keep saying how much I am really not a fan of painting, but yet I can always find more to paint. But I know that this has to be done. So let's get to it. I just finished painting and look at it outside. It's just pouring. Just pouring. The wind has been incredible. This is what it's supposed to be like. It's Thursday today, and it's going to be like this right through Monday. I'm not going to do any more tonight, obviously because of all this rain, and I'm actually feeling it hitting me. So I'll see you in the morning. Probably goes all the way in. Look at that one. Wide or whatever it is, what it's going to do. Before we do that, we have to make sure it's even on each side. Right now, it's not. So it's got to go. Let me move this. So I have to go over this way and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can't. Hang on.
Drop my toe.
I can let mine down.
No,
Enough?
keep pulling. You're gonna lose.
Pull your way now.
You're gonna lose your. Wait! You didn't say.
Sorry. Did it jam my fingers?
Oh, it's all right. A new day. I'm still working on the board. Right now, I think I'm pretty much, well, there's a little bit of touch-up paint to do. Other than that, it's been raining a lot, like a lot. At this point, I've had a few days off of working on the porch because it has just been downpouring. So we've had rain. I think we've had 2 days of no rain in the last 2 weeks. So it's supposed to rain again today. It's still wet because it rained all day yesterday and last night. So it's still a little bit wet. We're getting a reprieve right now. We're going to get more later and more tonight. And tomorrow is promising to be better. So, I mean, the days and nights are cold. It's about 50 right now. Got down to about 44, I think, last night. We slept here on the porch. Tonight is supposed to be 38. Tomorrow promises to be warmer weather, so we'll see. I don't know. I'm wondering at this point where summer is. But right now what I'm doing is I'm just going over the sills on the screens. Just going over those. I am noticing that some of the screens need repair. We're probably not going to get this done before I finish this video. So that's something that's going to be worked on later. So if you see any duct tape anywhere, just ignore it. It's something that's going to be fixed at some point. So right now, I am just washing down the sills because there's a lot of pollen on them right now. That's kind of an ongoing thing. Over here, on the other side, there's a big pile of stuff that I will show you. Right now, let me just finish these windowsills. Finished the windowsills, had to take a break. Grandkids came over. I had a little craft thing that I was working on. I cannot do any more projects. My mind is always thinking, and sometimes that's a curse because I have to stop. And when I think of these things and I think, oh, I can do that really quick and incorporate that in there, I gotta stop doing that. It's madness, really. Right now I need to get to the beds. did do the bed, and I want to show you really quick. Can you see this? I want to show you what that is. My husband is mowing over things, I think. Okay, this little thing is what the pillowcase is. When we bought the pillowcases, they're just cheapy pillowcases. This is what they came in, and they Velcroed here, and you unpackage them. Well, I hated to throw this away, and I thought this would be really great to put a phone in, or a remote, or glasses, or something. Thinking because I know I need one for glasses. And I took that sticky off the front there, the Velcro, and I put it on the back, so that instead of going forward with that, and I also put this Velcro on the flip side. Okay, let me explain that better. The Velcro was here, and it closed here. I took this Velcro off and put it on the opposite side. And I took this Velcro off, and I also put that on the opposite side. Quite crooked, mind you. I didn't really even eyeball it, I just stuck it on there. So that I could fold this over this way, and the bed rail would go that through there, and then it would be a pocket. Let me show you. There. And I tested it to see if it would hold a phone, and it does quite well without coming undone. So you can kind of throw it in there, and it's strong enough to hold. So I thought that's a neat idea, and I think our granddaughters are going to like it, mostly our older granddaughters. And you can see I did the same thing over here on this bed. And that is because that's my side of the bed, and it's up against the wall, and instead of crawling over Joe and waking him up to grab my phone or to grab my glasses, I can just have it all right there. Makes it much easier on both of us. So don't throw away those little sacks. They're perfect for this idea. I mean, I could think of so many other things to do with these, let me tell you. Okay, enough of the craft session. Let's just get on the porch. I have the beds made, and now I'm going to show you the big pile of stuff that I have, because it's time to decorate. It's my favorite time. This is my pile of stuff that I just kind of put all out here. Whether I use all of it, some of it, I'm not sure yet. I may put it all out and maybe add to it. I'm not sure. So you're just gonna see me go through, pick out. I might do a little humming and hawing on a few things. I don't know. You know how it goes. When you're decorating, you're not sure. You try it in one spot and then think, I don't know. And you try it in another spot until it kind of feels right. It's kind of where I am. I've done a few things. Now I need to get into this trunk, and there's a couple things in there that I need. There's a lot of stuff in here. Not all stuff that I'm going to keep, but it was stuff we put away in here this past fall. I might use this. as a base to my table. I want that. And I want this speaker because we use it out here for music. Okay, so you can see that little table there. I bought that many years ago at a little antique store. I don't much care for the top of it, but it's a stand, it's wrought iron, and it works. So what I do to cover the top is I have this box. It's from here in Maine. It's Jasper Wyman's. They do raspberries, blueberries, different stuff. So what I do is this fits perfectly on top. Just turn it upside down, set it down over that, and then it gives me more of an area. It's pretty stable, and that's what I use for my table. I'm going to ruin the bit by walking on it, but I do want to hang the picture up over the bigger bed. I want to show you this. This is the little clip that I use to, this is what it looks like frontwards. It's got a little curve. I don't know if you can see that curve. It's got a little curve on the bottom. Well, you see that? And then it's got a curve on the top, more of a curve on the top. This piece here, it kind of goes in underneath of the siding. It goes, you put it up in underneath and it tucks in, and then this is the part that you're going to hang your picture on. This is how it goes. See that? That's where two pieces of siding join. And I'm going to take that curvy part and I'm going to slip it up in there, and it's going to grab onto that lip so that whatever I hang on here, it's just going to, it's going to hang. I love it. I was really back and forth, up and down with all of it. I tried to create moments, little individual spaces. I was trying to keep those in mind, like the area with the books. I had them sprinkled onto the floor and one of them in the little basket. Mainly that was because that little basket, it's still not dry. I painted that. I'm going to insert a before here. You probably don't notice that much of a difference, but the color is just not as light. It was kind of a creamy white, a little off-white, and now it's more the color, just a shade lighter than this rug. I just wanted to keep it really neutral, so I could always use it no matter where. So those little books will go in there. The little child's chair, that is so old. That was something that our neighbor was discarding. And when our boys were very, very little, one of them had seen it. She's a neighbor. And one of the boys had seen it sitting next to the side of the road. And they eyed that and really just wanted it. So she lovingly gave it to him. And we have had it ever since. He was probably 4, I think. He is now 33. So, yeah. It's almost 30 years old. So, and I don't know how long she had it. It was green. I'll insert a picture here. And I spray painted it black. It just kind of goes a little bit better. The little doll I made for my niece when she was very, very young, and I actually embroidered a little heart on the heart of the doll, and it said, I love Macy. Macy is now in her 20s and expecting a little one of her own. The table, I need help with that table. Should I leave it the way it is, the color that it is? Should I strip it? Should I paint it? I don't know. I don't know. Just some ideas. Let me know what you think. And there is one part that I really did not show. And that is my absolute, I know you know what it is. It's my absolute favorite part of this whole makeover. The faux rug runner. This floor was definitely something that took the longest for me to do. And it was absolutely a labor of love, but there's an emphasis on labor. It took so much of my time. I wondered if I was ever going to get it done. I did trace everything down on here once, and I had to erase everything and redo it. That took a lot of time. And, but, you know, once I got it done, it looks fabulous. I will have a video of the process and how I did it. Not sure when, but I will have that out soon. And I want to say that this whole rug, what I did was incorporate other stencils that I have inside our home. The squares are something that we have. We have an antique white and black squares upstairs in our hallway. And of course, this stencil, you've seen this stencil before. It's the stencil that I used in the corner of the floor along the border. It's in all 4 corners. So that's something that I wanted to put here on this rug and just pull everything together. And that's what I feel like I accomplished with this rug, is I just pulled everything together. And the ice chest. Did you see the ice chest? Let me show it to you again. Just look at this ice chest. Oh gosh, I love this ice chest. The lighting is getting a little dim here because it is late afternoon. So we're a little bit challenged. On here, this is a fabric remnant that I had. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just a remnant. It fit perfectly. Laid across there. Makes a nice runner. This was a light that I moved from another room. I changed it up, put something else there. And I hadn't found this a home yet, so it's perfect here. This is an old box that I got it at auction. It came in a box filled with different things, so that was just one of the items in the box. The whole box was a set amount, and you get whatever's in it. So I've always kept this. I kind of like it. It's just kind of a neat little box. And I put a jar in there, filled it with water, and stuffed some lupin in there. Aren't they beautiful? The lupin are amazing right now. Now, if you saw my video on this beautiful ice box, then those feet. I love those feet. I told my husband they look like just beautiful high heels. Just finishes off the outfit.
Because of lighting, I had to retake this footage, so I'm going to voice over this. If you saw the last video that I did, I redid this ice box. Do you remember I mentioned that we were going to talk to the Amish about building an ice tray to put in there? Well, look what I found. I found this in my pantry. It's perfect. It fits in there perfectly. I mean, it's so fitting, age-wise and everything. So I think we're going to fill that with ice and just use that as a drink cooler in the summer. You know, this came out so good. I hate to use the word perfect all the time, but I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. It's going to be so functional, so useful. I am so glad that I did this project. Joe is so glad. He had a lot more faith in me than I did, I have to say. Between this and that faux rug, I don't know. It's a hard choice.
Well, I hope you were inspired or maybe even encouraged by this video. And let me know in the comments, what is your favorite part? I'm a little torn between the ice chest and the faux rug runner. I don't know. That rug runner has my heart. Let me know what you think. I create 2 new videos every week on simple living, homestead grown, and all things home. And until next time.